Hi everyone, this is Jasmine and
Grace, and welcome to A Balanced Reality.
we are so pleased to have you joining us today. This week's topic is beauty is pain. But why though?
So, Jazz, I was reading this article about the way the media, like social media, has impacted how women and men, but how women see themselves. And it leads to, especially like the physical part of it is like anorexia and
Mm-hmm.
bulimia. Um, but like the mental state of people who aren't able to accept themselves. It's kind of sad.
Yeah, it's definitely sad. I read the same article you sent it to me, and it's so funny how it's total opposites, but it has something to do with how we perceive ourselves. It says
Yeah.
young men want to be beefed up. They want to have the six pack. They want to be
They
huge.
want to be intimidated. That
Int-
was what,
yeah,
yeah.
intimidating. It's like young women want to be as small as they possibly can. So
I,
it's like they want to be skinny. They want to be a size zero.
yeah.
And it's like, how much is it social media that's affecting the way that we see ourselves? Like,
So it's like social media, and though it's like ads, and it's the products that people are selling, and people
right,
are selling you products that make you smaller, and you'll look smaller if you just try this product. And so you want to make sure you look like the person that you see on the screen.
right.
And it's just this unrealistic cycle.
Yeah. A six cycle. Like,
It's an absolutely sick cycle.
buy this girdle and you can have the hourglass figure. Right now on social media, it's more of, the tiny waist. How tiny can you get that waist to be? Like, I've seen
But
so many contraptions.
have you seen what like the human body looks like in those things?
It's
Like your organs are completely misplaced.
mush.
You know what I mean? Because they're not where they're supposed to be because they're squeezed up
I mean,
and to form this like hourglass
and it's
tiny
uncomfortable.
tiny waist.
It's uncomfortable.
It has to be uncomfortable. Like it's unnatural.
There's so many different ones, and I can be completely honest and transparent that I have several girdles and things of that nature because I would, and then this is also generational because our
Yeah,
parents,
yeah.
well, not parents, but our mothers were girdles, kind of
Mhm.
hold them in, smooth them
My
out.
mom wanted me to send her some. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's passed down like, oh, if you're, especially if you're plus size or if you're not a small young lady, wear this girdle and it's going to smooth you out. It's going to smooth your dress. But they don't tell you how uncomfortable it is. And
Yeah.
don't have to go to the bathroom. That is the
Oh my
worst
gosh.
experience. Trying to take that thing
Sound like you
off
fighting yourself in the bathroom.
and just sweating and just like your makeup is smearing because you're like, I just want to pee. That's all I want to do. And then, of course, it kind of be graphic, but there's a hole down there in the girdle. If you have like a full body joint, ain't nobody using that. That's disgusting.
Oh
Hope y'all not peeing
yeah.
that. I just want to put that out there. Fight.
Side note, they have a little apparatus that helps women pee standing.
I know. I've seen it,
I
and
forget what it's called,
it's
but
called
you know,
a wee pee or something.
we'll
Huh?
find out later.
I Google. So yeah, it's just the fight of getting into one, then having to use the bathroom, and then it's supposed to be good for your posture, but it's uncomfortable. Yeah, I slouch, but I think of all my years of living, I just recently stopped wearing them. Like,
Wait, when did you start? I want to know about these different types. Like, because
okay,
I just
so
imagine that there's like one or two options. What are the different
there's
types?
different types. You have like the full body one
Okay.
where it's all connected. Some come like the bottom part may look like underwear. Usually one that I have is the one that comes like all the way down to your knee. So it's like shorts. and it's like a full body joint. You slip the straps over your shoulders, and
Does
you
it look like a
shoot it,
leotard?
boot it, like kind of like a leotard. It's
Okay.
almost like, I want to say a bodysuit, but
Yeah, yeah.
the chest is open, usually for your bra or whatever.
Some freedom.
Some freedom, right? But the bra is no freedom at all if you want to be honest. But and then some come, like I've seen that have zippers in the front. You can zip yourself up in them and they hold you real tight. You can't breathe. Your kidneys are where your lungs are supposed to be. It's just not
Yep.
comfortable.
Yep.
You have the ones that the one last one I wore was like a two piece. It was a top portion and then it was also a shorts portion that it came all the way up to where my bra hits. Then I
What?
would put the t-shirt portion will pull down. It would kind of it would hit like where my hips start. When I say I was suited and booted for war, I was suited and booted. But
Just trying to like imagine how you're supposed to go through your day like that.
you can't, you get used to it, and that's the sad part. Um, I remember my mom bought me my first girdle, right? And the lady at the store told her that, which was terrible advice, that let's say I'm a 2X. Oh, you want to get smaller size.
Yeah, 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 yeah. I've heard
So
of that. I've heard of
the
that.
first girdle I got, it was so uncomfortable. Like I would literally be in tears. So
Oh.
because it was like I'm just really uncomfortable. I wouldn't be having fun. I felt stuffed like a sausage casing. Like I
Mm-hmm.
just was not having fun.
And how old were you?
God, I want to say 14, 15.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
That's what I'm talking about. Like, not only are you putting physical trauma on yourself, but that's like mental and emotional trauma
at such a young age.
at such a young age.
And it's not
Like,
like
you're
my
just now
mom,
figuring out your own body.
right. It's not like my mom, was like trying to physically or mentally hurt me. But this was like, this is beauty standards that they subscribe to.
Yeah.
I mean, if you look in the 50s and 60s, how women used to look back then: small waist, wear your girdle, wear your slip.
And not imagine wearing that kind of like those corsets.
Oh, God. Ugh. But yeah, I just recently, not recently, but I was on my way to work and I was wearing a particular outfit. I was like, maybe I should wear a girdle underneath to kind of smooth me out. So I put it on, I put the outfit on, and I was like, no, I'm uncomfortable. People know
Did you throw it out the window?
I didn't throw it out the window, but they're definitely at the bottom of my drawer. I have not worn, especially with this pandemic, I ain't going nowhere, but
Oh, of course not. No.
even with, going to work and wearing my different outfits, I have not worn any type of girdle at all. Like, y'all know I'm fat. Y'all know I got a stomach. Like, this ain't no secret. And even with a girdle, it doesn't hide it. It just moves it around. It just presses it.
That's my like question, concern, thought. Like, it's not going anywhere, right? And so like it's being squeezed into me. So like the pressure of the girdle and holding me in addition to my own fat rolls. You know what I mean? Like I just let me breathe.
Yeah, and then like other beauty standards would be what? Makeup.
Yes.
Makeup.
Yes.
No, I'm not gonna lie. I wear makeup. I,
Me
I,
too.
I just not just recently, but as I got older, I got into it more. Because I can definitely tell you, in my younger years, I wasn't, because I didn't know how to wear it, and really my family really didn't buy makeup for me until I was like 15, 16. But it wasn't like I didn't know how to wear it, and I didn't want to look a clown. I didn't have foundation. I'm gonna say that. I just had, they bought me like lip glosses, lipsticks, and like
Did you ever do like the duck lip thing?
yeah,
And you put the lip gloss on at first. You know how to hold your hold your mouth.
I had a lot of duck lip selfies. Find me on Facebook. You ever look at your old Facebook and be like, What was I thinking? I had someone like I had my middle
What
finger.
is happening?
What? What was I doing?
Do you know what was funny? I used to actually sell Mary Kay. Right, yeah, that's a good honest laugh because I barely wear makeup. And also I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, like you don't need all these steps. You could just go to Walmart and get like some moisturizer
Mm-hmm.
and some little like pore disappearing thing and like the worst salesperson ever.
Nice
Um
products.
no, not at all. Also because I don't think I really knew like what I was doing.
Right.
So me trying to figure out, oh, okay, layers. It was too much. It was too much. I just need my face to look like I woke up on purpose this morning. That's what I needed to look like.
I found for me personally, I was like, I'm getting. We've talked about this. I'm getting kind of scarring on my face or like on my lip. My lips are changing color. I'm gonna be transparent. I don't know what it is. I don't know if I'm not getting enough vitamin C or vitamin D. I'm a vampire. I don't go out into the sun.
Oh my
Um,
gosh.
but it's really kind of like I'm like I need to line my lips and put like lip gloss on to kind of hide the discoloration
Hmm.
because I don't like the way that it looks. Yeah, sure it gives me character, but with these face masks, which have been a saving grace, I probably would be doing some type of makeup every day to go to work, and that's just not feasible with my schedule.
Oh
But
no.
but I feel self conscious, and it's like I don't know why this is happening. I'm getting old.
What?
I'm getting old, and I don't know.
You're younger than me.
Oh, right, but I don't. So the mental thing is like, man, I need to wear makeup every day to be,
I need to fix it. I need to be perfect.
yeah, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm not perfect by any means, but I do, of course, have issues with my face. I've said this plenty of times, and Grace has hit me plenty of times.
I
But
have. I have. But I mean, I get that though. I get like there are definitely things about my own self and face that I'm really subconscious about. I always say like you can tell my chin only on one side, but you can't really tell the other. You know, the right side's my good side if I want to take a picture. Those are the things that kind of make us us. Like
yeah, different.
yeah, that's
We're
what makes
not
you.
meant to look the same as every,
You're absolutely not. And I think that's the beautiful thing about being a human being.
yeah.
That we look different.
But the society portion is that you are meant to look like everybody else. If you're not putting on makeup,
Isn't that crazy though?
yeah,
Like the tagline is it seems like it's selling a unique and different look. And then when you compare the people who have put on that look, they all look like clones.
clones. I'm not gonna bring up the person, but I think we're all thinking about. We gotta make sure we don't say no names. Ain't trying to get sued out here. But I think I don't know. It was like 2019, 2018, where people started getting plastic surgery, and they all were coming out looking like one celebrity.
Hmm.
And I was like,
Yeah.
y'all all look like her. Y'all,
Yeah.
are y'all all going to the same doctor? Like, I'm not bashing plastic surgery at all. Like, if you have the money and the means, baby, do you? If you love it, I like it. It's but it was to the point of y'all all look the same. Y'all have the
The
small
loss of
nose.
identity.
The small nose is something that really irks me. Like, I think every like your nose is supposed to be a nose. It's not supposed to look like any other thing but just a nose, something that you can breathe out of. And the fact that society has made us so self conscious of our noses. It's a
Yeah.
nose.
It's a nose. It's a thing on your face
So
to
I can
smell.
breathe. And just the small things like our mouths. How
Ooh,
about
eyebrows.
your eyebrows? I had a huge thing about my
Eyebrows.
eyebrows. Like I said at work, like my eyebrows are so bushy, and the girl was like, "No, they're not." I was like, "Yes, I have."
I've told you that because I have thick eyebrows.
Everyone.
I love my eyebrows. I will fight somebody. Like whenever I go to those places, like get my nails done.
Mm-hmm.
If I get my nails done. And they'll be like, "Oh, you you want your eyebrows?" I'm like,
No,
"No, don't touch my eyebrows. They're fine. They're naturally arched and they're
they are.
thick. Do not touch them
I just clean.
ever."
I don't like. I don't know because I can't see what they're doing if I do let them do my brows. So I don't want to stand up and I only got like two hairs on my eyebrow.
Right,
I
right.
got to burn the place down, and then I didn't want to have to do that if you don't want to touch my brow. Another thing about beauty standards is for women is being hairless.
Oh yeah. Let me tell you, this pandemic has been amazing.
Amazing.
I think I just found like a razor.
You just found one to use.
I just found one and used it.
Act-
I'm yeah.
Oh, actually, before the pandemic, I stopped shaving.
I don't get the. I mean, yeah, no, nope.
I definitely was like, I'm not shaving.
I don't see the point anymore. Like, especially not my legs. Maybe,
No,
maybe, maybe come summer. But we're already back to winter.
right.
Need to
We
get
didn't
my
even
my
have a summer,
winter coat on.
but I said I'm not. I stopped shaving my legs. Um, I don't. I don't shave anywhere. The only place I shave is my eyebrows, and I clean my eyebrows up.
I was really waiting on like the place. Dun
If
dun dun.
I got little whiskers on my chin and stuff, because I'm getting old. If I see little stuff like that, but other than that,
Why does that happen when we get old?
I
Like
don't
when
know.
you get old, hair starts coming out of your face
Ain't got no room. Sprout
and leaves your hair, like leaves your head.
up. Right, stay up there. But yeah, I don't shave nowhere else. I think you know how it is for young men when they first start getting in their mustaches, and it's like, oh, you're becoming a man now. It should be just like that for young girls. Oh, you're becoming a woman. Look at all this body hair.
Do you know what? Right? Right. Like that should definitely be
Yeah,
celebrated the
it's like,
exact
oh
same
my
way.
god, she's getting a little hair. Her legs are hairy. Yeah, the same way.
Yeah, the first thing
Um,
you get is like some shaving cream and a razor. Do I know how to use a razor?
no,
Absolutely not. But apparently I'm gonna figure it out.
yeah, and get a male razor because apparently they're cheaper for some.
Oh my gosh. We should save the pink tax for
Another okay,
another day because oh my god.
atrocious.
I'm trying to
110
figure
pounds.
out what sick person. Anyway,
110 pounds, Grace.
100 tampons. That's funny.
But Grace, what was something that you kind of like decided, you know what, this isn't worth the pain? Something that you were doing, but you said, you know what, I'm done. Not doing.
My hair.
Ooh,
Getting my hair braided. I'm tender-headed, y'all.
yeah,
And when I say tender-headed, like there are strong tears sitting in the corner of my eye
big baby.
when I have three people pulling my hair from
Yeah,
three different directions, okay? Um, and the past couple years have been really weird. Like I was trying to grow out my hair, and I just thought if I just keep braiding it, because I had been getting what's the blowouts
yeah.
destroyed,
Oh yeah,
absolutely destroyed. Yeah, my hair.
heat damage.
And so then I decided to cut everything, still getting relaxers, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do braids, grow it out. Let me just live my best life. The cost was too much. The pain was too
Come on.
much. I like all the different steps that I had to do. I had to take some like pain reliever before I went to go get my hair braided. Get my headphones in because the lady was about to be yelling over my head, having a whole separate conversation, not talking to me. Um, and then having somebody else come out of nowhere, like it was just ridiculous. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna lock my hair.
Wow.
Like that was it. Like
The
I just,
journey.
besides cutting my hair, what else could I do?
Right.
And I decided to lock it. And it's been a year, about a year. I think next month will be a whole year. Yeah, and I love it. I love it. I love the this entire journey. This is the beginning of it, but I absolutely love. I'm so happy that I decided to do this. And I love how quickly my hair's grown. With me just taking care of it with one person who actually cares about my hair and my scalp.
Right. I can
But yeah.
actually agree. Grace's hair, like I comment all the time, oh my God, Grace, your hair looks so amazing. Um, I think I did something kind of similar with my natural hair journey.
I love your hair.
Oh, thank you so much.
Random side note. I love your hair.
I think I've been natural for maybe 5 years, 6 years maybe. But before I was getting relaxers, I actually got relaxers at not a very young age, at like 15. I had made a decision because at that age I was doing my own hair, but I didn't know no one ever taught me how to do my own hair. And then I had natural.
Girl.
So when I was growing up, I would get taken to the hairstylist, which was like my aunt Helen. She really wasn't my aunt, but you know how it is.
Yeah,
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 and she would blow dry it. She took really good care of my hair, and they like to say my family my hair was down to my to almost my butt and all that other stuff. I'm like, I don't remember these things, but okay. And
yeah. I'm sure.
yeah, and she would like, she would put it in. Basically, she wouldn't have my hair out, and this is what I'm realizing now that I'm older. She would braid my hair up in like a nice little style, or she would do a style on my hair that would last maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Then my mom would do some like cornrows or something to keep my hair up, until the next time I go back. So as I got older, my mom wasn't doing my hair anymore. I was doing it. And of course, I didn't know what I was doing. I was natural. So I've never worked with my original curl pattern. So
Okay.
my thing was, I got to flatten out my hair because my hair is reverting back. That's what my hair did. Anytime I had like a press out style, my hair would immediately be like, nah, sis, we're going back to our original texture. So that's how I got heat damage because people don't teach you how to flatten. You're not supposed to hold it down on your hair and then just press it and then hold it to the ends and all this other stuff. No one ever told me how to do these things. So I
Mm-hmm.
got heat damage and unfortunately it had to be cut off. It wasn't a lot. Well, people around me were like, "Oh my God, you cut all your hair off." People exaggerate. But I wasn't sad or crying about it.
Some people don't know how to mind their own
Right.
business. That's
They,
another topic,
they
though.
don't know.
Mm-hmm.
So I wasn't sad or anything about it. It was just I damaged my hair, cut it off. So I think maybe a year after that, I got a relaxer. Um, and Miss Helen, Helen, she took really good care of my hair. She wouldn't let me dye my hair. I think the closest she did to dye my hair was a rinse. And rinses don't show up for anything standing in the
Yes.
sun. I hate rinses. They don't do nothing for you. But
Okay, I used to love doing that with my
no,
hair
I hate rinses.
because I was in the army.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
that'd be my little getaway
I
place.
know,
I'm
right?
sorry, go ahead.
My hair's colored. I can't do anything.
You can't see it until we're in the sun.
But then we started going to another hairstylist, and I can really say that this person really didn't care about my hair, or
Mm-hmm.
she wanted to do things that were easier for her.
Yeah.
Like when you tell a stylist, "Oh, I want a press and curl" or something like that, and they sit you on a dry with a roller set. It's like this is not what I asked for.
This is not what I asked for or what I expected to be paid for.
Right. And so I felt like I was getting relaxers too frequently.
Yeah.
And also with relaxers, I did dye my hair with her. I actually bleached. I had bleach highlights. Then I was blonde up top and I was black at the bottom. Then I was red, which is red is really my color. I think red looks good on my skin tone. Thank y'all.
Yes.
And But then I gotta relax. You don't ever relax your hair after you've done a color. From what I've watched a lot of videos. I think maybe it was 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I don't know how long. It just for me, I felt like I'm getting relaxers too frequently, and I'm paying you X amount of dollars too much. I feel like because I'm not getting what I want. And I was sitting in the dryer one day. She put a relaxer in my hair, and the red color was stripped out, and I was left with this orange brass color. And I was,
Yes.
I was so,
Don't make me have flashbacks.
yeah, I was
Yes.
so
The
mad.
worst. Yep.
And I remember sitting underneath the dryer. I took a selfie, I think, and I made a face. And I think that was the time I was just like so upset because my hair was really frail and thin, and it had never been like that. It was frail and thin, and I'm like, okay, I've done too much. And I remember going up to my parents. I was in the kitchen. They was in the kitchen. I came upstairs, and I had been watching a lot of videos of people with natural hair. And I was like, you know what, guys, I'm going natural. And their first response, who you been talking to? Who you ain't coming up with this? I was like, this is me
Because
coming
you can't make your own
right.
decisions.
Like what? And I was like, watch. I think that was in June, maybe June of maybe I don't know what year. I didn't keep no hair anniversary type mess. I didn't keep no hair journal like you doing, but June.
Let's say, don't shoot down my journal now. I like my journal.
That's cute though. Like that's nice. I like it. I ain't do nothing like that. I transitioned for 11 months, and I went back to the same hairstylist. Um, one time before, and I think she was like, "Oh, you're not getting the relaxer." Maybe like a month before my 11th month, like the 10th month, and I was like, "Oh no, 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 I'm not getting the relaxer." So she did a blowout, and I think she cornrowed my hair. I think, and I took it out, but it was just like felt really dry and like stiff. Like I just didn't like the product she was using. And the second time I went to her, I was ready to cut it all off because the demarcation line between my hair and then the colored hair, fried hair, it was like, okay, this is too much. There's no point in saving this hair. I'll rock my
Mm-hmm.
afro. And she was like, no, we'll just wait. We'll wait a couple more months, like making the decision for me. And I remember going back home like the next day, and I was looking in the mirror and I was like, nah. And I washed my hair again and I cut it myself. And I went upstairs and I was like, I cut my hair. And my mom, it was only my mom at the time. She was like, oh, okay. Like she didn't even care. But my dad was the one. I think we went out to eat that night, and we went to Cheddar's, and my man, it was so crowded. We were like, I was standing next to my mom, and he was standing next to the greeter booth to try to get us tables. I'm like, he's so embarrassing. You know how fathers are trying to move service along. And it's like you can't force tables to be open. But anyway, and he kept throwing up like the fist at me, like like black power.
Because you're rocking your
Yeah, and I was
afro.
just like, oh my gosh. But it's been so liberating to not go to the hairdresser. I have not been to the hairdresser since that last time that she didn't cut my hair.
Mm-hmm.
I,
I do commend you though, because you definitely do
yeah,
your own
yeah.
hair,
I braid
and
my
I've watched you like braid your hair, take down your
yeah.
braids, do another style, and I'm like, shit.
It's possible for me to do it. Like if I can buy the tools to do it, then I can try it. But yeah, I started doing my own box braids, my own Marley twist was a definite go to when I was transitioning and then afterwards because I love the way.
I remember when you did
Yeah,
those.
and right now I've been really on the crochet tip. Like it's not as heavy as doing like box braids or something like that. Just crochet.
Side
Yeah.
note, I want Jazz to lock her hair. Just gonna put that out
So I don't
there.
know what I'm gonna do, y'all. Like I think my hair.
I feel like your hair is soft enough. Like you can start to twist it and you change your mind, you just comb it out.
Yeah. Well, that my
Is
plan
what I'm saying to her now.
is that I'm gonna keep my hair twisted up for like each month. So I twisted my hair like last week, maybe. Was it this week or last week? Whatever. This month.
Oh no, last
Yeah, I
week?
think it might have been. Was yeah, last week. So next month on I'm gonna say maybe like a day I'm off or maybe on the 5th. I think it was the 5th I twisted my hair. the 5th of each month, I'm going to wash my hair and retwist it.
We're gonna hold that
Yeah.
to her.
Because the thought of, like I said in the beginning, when we put our hair away and just stop messing with it and stop touching it, that's when it actually grows. And then I'm working a heavy 9 to 5. I do not have time to be braiding, retwisting my hair every night, taking out in the morning, getting ready to go to work. It's just a lot, and I just want to take something off my plate.
China, speaking about
Mm-hmm.
work, have you felt some sort of um, nervousness with taking your natural hair to work?
No, it sometimes.
Okay.
So when I had
Okay.
my hair out, my hair can definitely be intimidating when it's like, and it's kind of when it's out and big.
Mm,
But fortunately for me, my job in there, like kind of like how we're supposed to dress and how our hair is, they don't have any stipulations on natural hair.
okay.
So I'm lucky enough to be working at a job that doesn't have stipulations on you can't have your hair like
Mm-hmm.
this. Now there was some nervous when I first got hired and I was going through training, so I would like pin it back into like a bun, or I would
Yeah.
kind of pin it away from my face just to kind of make it neater. But like recently, it's just like, hey, yo.
I was wondering, like, if a part of the reason why you would like fuss with it is to make sure you looked like a certain way at
But
work.
that's more of me than
Okay.
work because it could be both. Because I don't think my job could take my actual natural curl pattern because my hair is very thick. It's very a forest. So if I
Mm,
don't twist it up, you don't get that definition. Like I have like 3 different patterns in my hair. Like in the front and the back, it's loose. The sides are loose, but in the middle, it's a deep
oh,
force. I think we
girl.
both have that same type of thing where it's like deep.
Mm-hmm. Which is why my hair is locking in 7 different stages. But yeah,
So I think,
the middle is still trying to
yeah, I
catch
think
up.
it's more of me than it is my job. Like I
Okay.
haven't had no one come up to me and say, "Hey, you doing?" And I've had like the crochet locks with red dyed ends. I've had like ombre braids all the way like from black, brown to blonde. So no one's really said anything to me about, hey, these hairstyles are not appropriate. I think it's more they're more of hair color than hair texture. They're more like, hey,
Like
with
if your
bright
hair was
green
looking
hair.
crazy.
Don't
Yeah.
do that. But
I was trying to think about like when I would, maybe about a
mhm.
year ago, I want to say in between like when I started with this job and mostly my last job, I would wrap up my hair because I think for like half a year, I was like, I don't know what to do with this hair. And so I would just wrap it. And I remember people actually, especially one particular person was like, who is not black, my black friend says that whenever like you wrap your hair like that, it means your hair's nappy underneath. Is it? And I was like,
So she
what?
wanted to fight.
Oh my God. I just remember feeling so like I was in shock. Like you just said out loud to me.
To me, a black person. There.
Why? Why? It was weird. And so I remember, I think maybe a couple months later, I had switched over to my new job and still with the government, but completely different office. And I had my hair wrapped, and this black lady, came up to me, and she was like, "Oh my gosh, I love I love your scarf or the style or whatever." And she was like, "I've always wanted to do that, but I've been really nervous." And I was like, "What? Like it's a
Yeah.
hairstyle. Like just do it. Why not?" Right? And she did. I think like maybe the next week or whatever, we're both walking around with our heads wrapped, and it was so cool. But it was crazy. It was unfortunate that we have to like add that to a list of things. Like, how do I do my own hair so I'm accepted at work or I look like I fit in at work?
Yeah, because I wouldn't be able to wear hair scarves at work, like a hair wrap, unless
Mm-hmm.
it was a religious reason. I wouldn't be able to wear it at work. And it's been where
Wow.
I'm
Yeah.
like, hey, I just want to wrap this joint up. I don't want no.
I love it. Like, and I was just getting to the point where I would actually wear like African patterned
Oh yeah.
scarves, right? Because they look
Or
beautiful. Like, even if my hair was done underneath, I just wanted to wrap my hair. And I know I was concerned about that. Like, I don't want anybody asking me any questions about my hair, about the
right.
scarf. I just want to wear my hair. Like, this is my style, right? It's an extension of me and my hair, and that's what I want
And
to do
some
with it.
people are nosy.
Nosy, but just
Yeah.
rude,
And
honestly.
then there's also a way you can ask something.
Like, I wouldn't ever, my mind, I feel like that's not a question that should
It
ever leave
shouldn't.
your
Don't be like,
lips.
so my black friend said, no, don't.
Why is she your friend? That was honestly the only thing that I could think about. Like, when she was saying that, I was like, why are you two still
Right. If you
friends?
say
What kind of black woman is she?
she must not love herself. If she listen to this
What?
podcast, she'll love herself.
Maybe
Maybe.
she will.
We can only hope.
I hope so.
But the thing with hairstyles for black women is that for so long our hair was demeaned. Like it was disgusting, it was ugly. It was I think what was in the law passed, so we had to cover it up and we had to wear hair
Yeah,
wraps.
you have to
And
wear
then,
hair wraps.
black women, as so awesome as we are, said, okay, we're going to dress it up then. We're going to match it with the outfits. And they hated us for that. So it's like,
Yeah,
you can't win for losing. And then, even with,
we just can't be
yeah,
ourselves. I feel like that's the frustrating
I
part.
was
Like,
born this way.
I went, yeah, yeah, right. Like, this is literally me and
Right.
my hair,
How it,
and I should be able to wear it as I want. And yes, my hair can change styles, and it's still my hair with added textures on top.
I remember this one lady came up to me in my old job. And she was like, oh my God, this is when I had the Marley twist in. She was like, oh my God, is that your hair? And I'm like, yeah. It's
Right.
and she had
Yes.
seen me before when my hair was not that long because I like my hair down my back. She was like, "Oh my God, it's grown so fast." It was like it looks so healthy, and I was like, "Oh, thank you, thank you." I'm like, "Yeah, it's my hair. I paid $30 for 7 packs, and I put in the work. So yeah, it's mine."
Yeah. I remember that being a question like elementary school, middle school,
Yeah,
high school, college.
yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
always the question. Oh, your hair, it's grown so
yeah.
much. Has it? What, whose hair has ever grown that
They
quickly?
don't. I feel like they don't really see us. If that makes sense, they
Yes,
don't
it
see
does.
us because it's like,
Yes, it
or
does.
if they see us, they don't pay attention to the details.
No, so like a stark difference of my hair is like, oh, huh,
Like the crochet lock,
your hair's really
right? Like the
grown.
crochet locks, you can tell this ain't. This don't even look like real good locks. Oh my God, I just love the lock style, the dreadlock.
I wish you could see the face.
I wish I can't.
Just,
It's so annoying. It's not annoying. It's like because some people don't know and they're genuinely giving you a compliment, but then it's those like, sis, you being real messy, but you know what? I can be messy right back to you. I can give you as much mess as you giving me.
not right now.
That ass queen.
Oh my gosh.
But yeah,
I don't know. I feel like and it's also people have a way of projecting their own
yeah,
insecurities onto you. I feel like that's the best that people can do instead of just shutting their
shit.
mouths, minding their own business.
So back to things we are not no longer doing. You know what I miss? I miss wearing heels.
Wearing
Yeah,
heels? Hmm.
because I got some good pairs of heels in here, but I haven't been wearing them since the whole pandemic stuff because I ain't been going nowhere. But
It's like, where would you be
but I
wearing
feel
these
like
heels?
my legs are getting weak because I used to be able to stomp the ground in them joints.
Mm-mm. I miss doing that.
Yeah, I
I
done
do
bought
miss
all
that.
these outfits I can't even wear.
I
My job is
know.
getting my outfits.
Little poofy skirts and
Some slacks and some tops I just look really cute and nobody's seeing it. Nobody but me and my
we
dog.
should do a virtual
We
fashion week.
should.
What? That's an
That
amazing
is.
idea.
Write that down, Grace.
I
Good.
am.
Type it. Don't just write
It's going
it.
in the, I know. It's going in the idea
Got
book.
it. I see it. um Anything else you want to add, Grace, before we end the show?
Listen, love yourself. You're freaking beautiful.
Freaking beautiful just the way you are.
Freaking beautiful. Just the way you
No
are.
matter what
Okay?
size, no matter what gender
Shape, color.
you subscribe to. You are beautiful, and don't let society change nothing about you.
Nope. Dare for the week. Look at yourself naked.
Oh,
Boom.
yeah, look at you. Get out the shower, go in your room.
Stroll past that mirror one or two
Don't let you
times.
just stare at yourself, be like, baby,
You looking good?
baby. Do a little twerk session. And put on some
Yes.
music. Body, yaddy, yaddy. Let me stop for me. Before we get copyright. Don't kill me, Megan. Don't kill me.
I love your
Yeah,
song. It inspires my day.
that is a that's my day. Yeah, but dare of the day. Look at yourself in the mirror naked and give yourself some compliments. How about that?
Yes. Yes.
Compliment
Compliments.
yourself. Say, girl, you sitting right today, huh? What? Ow.
I feel like the sitting right was like the embodiment of that
Yeah,
grandma
you sitting
voice.
right today, girl.
That's it, guys. That is the end of today's episode. I'm Grace.
And I'm Jasmine, and this is A Balanced Reality. If you're on Anchor, leave a voice message, say hi, or give us some ideas for our next discussion.
We hope you enjoyed it, and we'll talk to you next week. Bye.
Bye.